What if the most dangerous place in the Yellowstone world isn't the mountains of Montana, but a ranch in Texas that has never forgotten a single debt? A place where the land remembers blood, loyalty is tested every day, and survival is earned. The hard way, this is not just another spin-off. This is Yellowstone 6666. The land looks quiet at first. Endless dirt roads, dry wind. Horses standing still like they are watching you, but this silence is not peaceful, it is heavy. This is the Four Sixes Ranch, also known as the 6666, a place that has stood strong for more than 100 years. Long before modern cowboys, before big money and power plays. This ranch was built on hard work, strict rules, and a simple truth: only the strong survive here. In the Yellowstone universe, land is never just land, it is power. It is history. And at the 6666 Ranch, history is carved deep into every fence post and trail. This is not a place where mistakes are forgiven easily. Every choice matters. Every action has a price. And the land always collects what it is owed. Unlike the Green Mountains of Yellowstone, Texas is wide, open, and unforgiving. There is nowhere to hide. Problems don't disappear here. They face you head-on. The cowboys of the 6666 live by old rules. They wake before the sun, work until their bodies give out, and never complain. Respect is earned, not given. And weakness is something this land does not allow. This story is not about fancy ranch houses or big speeches. It is about grit, about people who live close to the dirt and closer to danger. Men and women who believe that the ranch comes before everything, even themselves. In this world, loyalty is stronger than fear, and betrayal is never forgotten. Yellowstone 6666 is not trying to be louder. It's trying to be real, raw, grounded. It shows the cost of holding on to tradition in a world that keeps changing. And as the sun sets over the Texas plains, one thing becomes clear: this ranch doesn't just shape people, it tests them. And not everyone who enters will make it out the same. Things are finally moving forward for Yellowstone 6666, and the updates are bigger than many fans expected. After years of silence and questions, the plan is now clear. This series is set to arrive in 2026, and it is being shaped as a long-term story, not a short side project. This is not something rushed. It is being built carefully, with the same serious tone that made Yellowstone a global hit. The biggest update is that 6666 is not just connected to Yellowstone, it expands the universe in a deeper way. This story focuses on real cowboy life, real work, and real pressure. The show leans more into authenticity. Every scene is meant to feel earned. From the way the horses are handled to how conflicts are settled, nothing is polished or faked. This ranch runs on discipline, and the series reflects that mindset. Another major update is the shift in storytelling style. Yellowstone often deals with large power battles, family drama, and political pressure. 6666 goes smaller, tighter, and more personal. The danger here is not always loud. Sometimes it's quiet. A bad decision, a broken rule, or trusting the wrong person. This makes the tension feel constant, even when nothing is being said. The production team is aiming for a more grounded look. Fewer big speeches, more moments of silence, long days of work, short nights of rest. This show wants the audience to feel what it's like to live this life, not just watch it. The goal is immersion, pulling viewers into a world where comfort does not exist. There is also a strong focus on legacy. The 6666 Ranch is not about one person. It's about a system that has survived for generations. New faces will arrive, but the rules will not change for them. They must adapt or they will fail. This creates natural conflict and pressure, without needing constant violence. The biggest takeaway from this update is simple: Yellowstone 666 is being treated as a cornerstone of the franchise's future. Not a filler, not a backup, but a serious chapter that stands on its own. And as more details slowly surface, it's becoming clear: this story is going to be tougher, quieter and more intense than anything we've seen before. At the center of Yellowstone, 6666 is not a single hero, but a world that does not care who you are. This ranch does not bend for anyone. It pushes people until they either break or become stronger. And that is where the real story begins. The characters who step onto this land are not chasing fame or power. They are chasing survival, purpose, and a second chance they may not deserve. There is the experienced cowboy who has spent his whole life following rules that no longer protect him. He knows the land, the animals, and the cost of mistakes. But age brings doubt, and doubt is dangerous here. Then there is the outsider, someone new to the ranch, carrying a past they don't talk about. They are watching, learning, and trying to prove they belong, while the ranch quietly decides if they are worth keeping. Another figure stands in the middle, a man shaped by discipline, duty, and loss. He believes in the ranch more than himself. He enforces the rules not because he enjoys it, but because without them, everything falls apart. His choices affect lives, and every order he gives carries weight. Right or wrong doesn't always matter. What matters is what keeps the ranch alive. Conflict in 6666 is not always loud or explosive. It builds slowly, a look held too long. Rule questioned, a line crossed when no one is watching. The danger comes from pressure, from exhaustion, from pride. People here don't fight for glory. They fight because walking away means losing everything they've built. The land itself feels like a character. It watches. It waits. It rewards patience and punishes arrogance. Storms roll in without warning. Long days drain the body. And when something goes wrong, help is far away. Every character is forced to face who they really are when comfort is stripped away. This story is about loyalty tested under fire, about choosing the ranch over personal freedom, about understanding that in this world, not everyone gets a happy ending. Some people earn respect, some earn scars, and some simply disappear, leaving behind only dust and unanswered questions. The biggest update surrounding Yellowstone, 6666, is not just about when it arrives, but about what it is becoming. This series is being shaped as a defining chapter of the Yellowstone universe, one that stands on its own strength. The focus is clear, fewer distractions, deeper stories, and higher personal stakes. Every storyline is designed to matter, and every outcome is meant to leave an impact. One major development is the expanded scope of the show. The 6666 ranch is not shown as a background setting, but as a working system that never stops moving. From sunrise to long after dark, the ranch demands effort, discipline, and sacrifice. This update confirms that the show will explore how decisions made in quiet moments can change lives in lasting ways. Nothing is small here, even when it seems that way. Another key update points toward the future of the franchise. Yellowstone, 6666, is being positioned as a bridge between old traditions and what comes next. It honors the past but does not protect anyone from consequences. Characters are not guaranteed safety. Loyalty is rewarded, but mistakes are remembered. The story is willing to sit in uncomfortable moments, letting tension build instead of rushing to action. What makes this update powerful is its restraint. There is no promise of easy victories or clean endings. The ranch survives, but people may not. And that reality gives the show its edge. Viewers are not being sold a fantasy. They are being invited into a world where survival is earned one day at a time. As the final images fade, dust rising under hooves, the sun dropping behind the Texas plains, the message is clear. This is not just another chapter, it is a test, a reckoning. And once you step into the world of 6666, there is no turning back. The legacy continues, the rules remain. And in 2026, the ranch will decide who belongs and who doesn't.